Okay, what's up? Todd here. Just doing a little jamming out on some bluesy stuff. We're going to start covering some of the blues basics. Basically what we're going to start with is the 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale. I'm tuned to E flat. If you want it to tune up to me, my low E is... Basically the long and short of it is, we're going to start with the pentatonic. We'll start adding in some of the blues notes as we go along. This is going to be the first part in the series, so bear with me because I'm new to teaching this part of it. What we're going to start off with is there's basically 5 positions in the pentatonic, pen standing for 5, which is not why there's 5 positions, it just works out that way. The first position we're going to work on today is the most common one. Most people probably already know this. Starting on the 12th fret, it's 12-15 on the low E, and then 12-14, so, and then 12-14, 12-14, then 12-15, 12-15 going up, so. Try and move in a little bit. A little hard to see on the Parker, no dot inlays, but if you put your first finger on the 12th fret, it basically goes right across all of them. And then it's just 15, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15. We're also going to learn it down here in the open position. It's exactly the same, but now the open string acts the same way the 12th fret did. So it's going to be open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. Okay, basically in the first lesson the only thing I want you to worry about is these 2 positions. The open position, because we're playing in E, and the closed position on the 12th fret. I want you to get those 2 so that you can play them in your sleep. The fastest way that I know to nail down any scale is to start with the first note, play the first and second, go back to the first, then first, second, third, go back to the first. So it would go like... Basically you just keep adding a note, running up and then back down the scale over and over. Same as it would be on the 12th position, it would go... and so on up the scale. Take your time and get those 2 down. Tons and tons and tons. There's been millions of solos written just using this pattern. That 5th position of the pentatonic. I'm teaching it to you first because that's basically where the root note is, the root being the first note, or which sets the key of the scale. So in this case we're playing in E, the root note is E. Basically what we're going to do is, after we get this one down, we're going to learn the 2nd position, which is the... and then we're going to start mixing the 2 together so that you can do stuff like the... So what I want you to do for this lesson, until the next one comes out, I want you to work on improvising. First get the scale down, and get that down, download the backing track. It should be listed directly underneath the video. If it's not, go to NLGTV.com, click on the link for the video, it'll be listed there. Get those 2 down so that you can play them basically up and down the fretboard in your sleep in E position. We'll move on to other scale or other positions here soon, like different keys. And then play over the backing track and work at making it sound musical. Now the key to that is, number 1, don't play. over top of the progression, just because it won't sound musical. It'll sound like you're playing a scale. Add in little bends, trills, hold a note, like play around with it a little bit, get it so that it's really, really comfortable, and jump back and forth between the 12th and first and open positions. So that you get really comfortable and your hand knows where it needs to slide to or jump to get to the next notes. Work on that, play over the backing track. I should probably show you what the backing track is. Backing track is very, very basic blues. It's simple 12 bar using E, A, and B. And it's a shuffle lick, so it's basically using, instead of going the typical, I'm still using the, like playing the open note on the and then the second, so you get your E, and then adding the 4th and 5th notes on the A string. The big difference that we're doing on this one is that I'm just adding a check, so it's just, and basically all I'm doing, I'm going to slide in here so you can see what my hand's doing, is I'm actually playing the E chord like I normally would, and then I'm just muting the strings and hitting them, and then it's, and I'm fluctuating between the open, so it's going, so it's, whoops, I keep doing that, it's wrong. It's, I do the same thing on the A. That one is just a straight, a little hard to see, I got bad light there. And then the little turnaround is basically on the 5th fret of the A string, and the 4th fret of the G string is, just run it down, it's pick one then the other. And then the chord, basically if you take your first finger on the D string, 2nd fret, oh geez, moved right off the camera there, that's not good. First finger on the, good Todd. First finger on the D string, 2nd fret, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and your middle finger, or sorry, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, and hit those three, it's, and slide it down 1 fret. And then it's 2nd on the A, open on the D, 1st and then 2nd on the D, so it's, that's basically it. Play around with it, get the feel for it, post some videos. If you've got ideas or questions, go to the site, post them. We do video responses now, which is really cool. We'll go from there. This basically literally is the basics. Once we get the positions down, and the reason I'm breaking them down this way is it's easier to learn them one at a time. Then I'll start showing you how to connect them and actually build it in so that you're moving across the fretboard while you're playing your leads. We'll go from there and we'll add in the blues notes, and then once you've got the pentatonic and the blues scales down, then it's really easy to pick up the rest of them, because it's just a matter of adding or removing a note or changing the interval of a note that you're working with, and then you'll basically know all the scales. So on that note, rock on, and we'll see you guys on NLGTV.